I'm a CEO and co-founder of CubeSensors. Let me first ask, how many of you have ever been in a meeting when you all of a sudden start feeling drowsy, sleepy, yawning? Well, quite a few. There's a good reason to that. Environment significantly influences the way we perform, our well-being, and our health. And that's why today we are presenting CubeSensors. These are small, beautiful devices packed with sensors that measure everything that can be measured about the indoors. Let's see how they work. Marco, my co-founder, is switching to Elmo, and he has an app. The app is connected to this cube. On the top of the screen, you'll see a large number. When we get it, where we have it? Yeah. That's an indoor performance and health index. It's a cumulative measure of indoor quality. If the number is above 90, it's great. If it's between 80 and 90, it's good. If it's in the 50s, it's great for a 3-day conference. But let's see how we get to the iFi. We measure 6 things. Number 1, temperature. Because temperature can really affect your productivity. Just a few degrees by 5 to 10%. We measure light, because obviously poor lighting can affect your sight. We measure humidity, because dry air causes respiratory problems, and very humid air, on the long run, is a perfect breeding ground for fungi. You don't want to be there. We measure noise, because spending time in a loud office environment can increase your physical discomfort by 40%. We measure barometric pressure, because changes in barometric pressure can give you a headache and makes you sleepy, and you want to know about it. And we measure air quality, because indoor air pollution is such a problem that even World Health Organization issued a guidelines around that. But let's do a little experiment. Marco is going to blow into the cube, and with that, he's going to change the quality of the environment within, around the cube. And as you can see, the cubes picked it up immediately. They are so sensitive. But the real benefit of the cubes come to life when you group them into a network. So Marco has on his app, the top 3 are the cubes that we have here on stage, so 2 on the judges table. Can you wave? Yeah, thank you. Not the judges, the cube, thank you. and the one with Marco. But if he scrolls down, he's connected directly to my home back in Europe. So we have the kitchen, the bedroom, and the cellar. Let's check the temperature in the cellar. That's right now live. You see one more. You see the waves? These are temperature fluctuations because of the freezer I have switched on in my cellar. But let's check the humidity in the same cellar. What I can see is that the average humidity is, it's roughly 60, which is kind of borderline on that when we talked about fungi. So in the long term, I might want to take another look in my cellar and what's going on. But I'm not spending the whole day in my home. I'm in office as well. So let's see what's going on in our office back in Slovenia. Let's see the air quality. $850 is great, it's the end of the day back there, but you see the spike? Somebody was printing on the laser printer. You don't want to be there, well, at least not often, when the laser printers printer a lot. With CubeSensors, you get the sense of your own indoor environment. We improve indoor living. Today, we are announcing we are opening up registration queue for the CubeSensors. So please go to www.cubesensors. The presentation back, please, from the Elmo. Well, when it comes, cubesensor.com is our website. You can get the registration for the cubes today. And for all the investors in the room, we are fundraising, so find us on the angel list And for everybody here, I wish you a great festival, and come see us in Demo Pit and play with the cubes. Thank you.
Hey, quick show of hands. How many people want this product? Wow, that's half the audience. Yeah, that's great. Questions from the judges?
Yeah, I have a question. So what do I do?
Right now?
Yeah. No, I mean, so I see the information. What action do I take?
Well,
Because I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's 60%. First of all, I don't know what a lot of this stuff means. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of the data, I don't know if it's good or bad.
That's one thing that I forgot to mention in the presentation, thank you, that we are actually sending you the alerts, recommendations, analysis when you need it, and so that you are totally updated at every time.
What are some examples of that? Like, what would you send us an alert for?
Can we have DM?
No. So tell him. What are the examples? Like,
Okay.
what would be an alert that I would be concerned about?
Okay, one thing is kind of a weekly one is the changes of the humidity, right? When something's starting off in, for example, my cellar, and this keeps up for 2 to 3 weeks, we'll know that a couple of months before you would see a mold that would actually affect you. Second thing, we had in our office a quiet zone with couches near the coffee machine. It turned out that it was a really poor decision because when people are pouring themselves coffees, they chat. So for the quiet zone, that made no sense. And we couldn't figure out why nobody sits there never. So there are a whole bunch of scenarios that we can offer here.
What is the cost of the cube?
The set with the base station, it comes with the base station, is 250 for 2 cubes, 350 for 4 cubes.
And how long does the battery last on one of these things?
We designed our own battery. The battery lasts for roughly 2 months. So just put them on the shelf. It's cordless, no wires, no setup. You put them in a room, register it. That's it.
To me, the home run seems like if I could have these built into my smoke detectors in my house, that would be great.
Yep.
That's like a way I would love to buy the product that way.
Yeah, but in fact, you cannot buy something like this in the smoke detector right now. And we have this.
Which brings up my question of how do you protect this from someone copying what you've done? Because temperature and humidity isn't really proprietary. And so that would be great if you could answer.
Yeah, that's a great question. We don't. Because obviously in the next few years, a lot of people will have that. But what we have is the decision-making power and the data behind it, how to do it. Because on the long run, we want to open up our API so that the other sensors and sensing devices could use the technology and the predictions and all that we have in place.
Awesome. Any more questions from the judges? Let's hear it for CubeSensors.
This gentleman is from Slovenia. Give a round of applause to the Slovenian.